Hey everyone, Raj Sahu here. I'm back with another new home walkthrough, and today we're going through the Vanguard plan with Toll Brothers Homes. This home has over 4,700 square feet. It has 6 bedrooms, 6 full bathrooms, and we're about to see a front courtyard with an attached casita. Now, I'll come back to this area towards the end of this video and show it in full detail, but what I want to first do is walk right in the front door because there is so much to see inside and outside the home. Inside, you're going to see a great deal of upgrades that the sellers put into this home. Like when you first walk in this front door, you have this accent wall that follows the stairwell all the way up to the ceiling. Outside of the home, you have views everywhere. You'll see it in the pool, off of the patio. You'll see it in the dining room, the primary bedroom. Even some of the spare bedrooms upstairs have incredible views. And of course, we will get back up on that second floor balcony and I'll show you the beauty that's west of Austin, Texas. And just to give you a glimpse of that beauty, that's right here off of the kitchen in this dining room that opens up with these fantastic windows. Notice how you catch that hillside in the back. We'll definitely come back to all of this and even show this living room in detail that is massive. What I want to start off with is the kitchen, and while we start off here, I want to give a shout out to the listing agent for this home, Pam Marney. I appreciate Pam and her sellers allowing us to put this beautiful home on my channel and show what's possible in this community, which is called Travisso. Now, starting off in the kitchen, I like the cabinet wrap that they did around this large island. We'll take a quick look at the pantry, which wraps around going underneath the stairwell, so lots of space in this area. In fact, it has so much space, there's a Nook area for empty suitcases. So that helps answer one of the top questions I get from buyers when they're looking to move to Texas is, where am I gonna put my suitcases? That's a pretty good area for it because there's still plenty of room for food. Here we have an electric stovetop that goes underneath a Wolf vent hood. We have a Wolf oven and microwave behind me that's built in. Even though there's an electric stovetop, I did ask the sellers, they do have a gas stub out below that. So if you need to change to gas, there is an option to do so. Now we're gonna head over to the dining room next. I'll show you the living room after, and then we're gonna head outside, and I can't wait for you to see that pool and that backyard. While we're in the dining room, one thing I wanted to clarify is I mentioned earlier that this was called the Vanguard plan with Toll Brothers Homes. It's a very popular plan. It's actually their model home that's in this community, which is called Travisso. But if you wanted to build this plan from scratch, recently Toll Brothers made some adjustments to their plans. They have a similar plan to this that they're offering, which is called the Kellan plan. So if you want to build from scratch, I'll take my drone up in the air towards the end of this video. I'll show you where the lots are in this community. But if you're loving this view so far, stick with me because this home is for sale at $1.625 million. Now, if I didn't mention it earlier, this is a 2017 build, so it is a resale home. And there are going to be pros that come with buying a resale home. The first thing is what you see is what you get. So you don't have to speculate with anything. You just know how it looks. Like you're about to see a primary bathroom, which we'll get to after we head outside, that has fantastic tile selections. Also, this home is walking distance from the first amenity center in Travisso, which has a pool, a soccer field, tennis courts, fitness center, and so much more that's right down the street from this home. But I think what matters most is you know the exact view that you're getting right out these sliding glass doors, right out the second floor balcony that's above us, and all throughout the home. Amazing views right here off of your backyard. And I have to say, this is absolutely breathtaking. If you're loving this view just from my video, then you have to come out and experience this for yourself, because for so many people looking to move to Austin, they come to these areas like Travisso, like homes like this, and they absolutely fall in love. And that's why I think so many people continue to move here. And that's why I love featuring homes like this, because I think it really builds that dream and shows what's possible around the Austin metro area. Now, what's possible in this home is a lot of privacy in this backyard. So we are backing up to a greenbelt, and then the sellers planted, I don't even know what this is called. So if somebody knows what this in front of us is called, this plant, put it in the comments. I would love to know, because this is giving a lot of privacy right here in the grill area. And then they have this on the other side of the yard as well, where you can't really see your neighbors on either side, which I think is fantastic. I also think the sellers did a great job with the pool, where they have this waterfall edge where the water is going over. It provides this really nice calming sound while you're back here. And then keep in mind, if you're looking to build your home from scratch and you also want to put a pool in your backyard, if you are buying a home from a production home builder in a master plan community like this, you're not going to be able to build that pool until you close on your home most of the time. Simple reason why is you don't own the land while the builder is building the home. They still own the land. You don't own anything until the home is finished, and then you go to closing, get keys to your home, and then it's yours. And that's when you can start to build your pool. So for people that have to have a pool in their backyard, sometimes it makes a little bit more sense to look at resale opportunities like this because it's already built out and obviously it's more move-in ready. Okay, moving on, we're gonna head over to the primary bedroom and bathroom next, and then there's still a lot to see on this first floor before we get upstairs. And while we're heading over to the primary bedroom, I think it's a good time to tell you that I am a realtor here in Austin, Texas, but you shouldn't always work with me as a realtor, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. And I keep forgetting to say that I'm a realtor at the beginning of these videos, but I don't really care. I make these videos for you because I was so genuinely surprised when I moved to Austin of how beautiful it was. And I think most people are surprised when they come here, and I love seeing their faces when they walk homes like this. Like, imagine you have curtains on the back wall here and you just peel back those curtains and that's your view off your primary bedroom. Or if you're on a Peloton, put it right up against this window and catch that view right off of your pool. Absolutely incredible. And what I actually missed in this bedroom is they have a cool accent wall, they have a great tray ceiling. I couldn't get the light fixture on in this bedroom, so that's why if it wasn't as well lit in that bedroom, just keep in mind I didn't have the lights on in there. But they're definitely on in here, and I think they picked great upgrades like I was mentioning earlier, where they have this tile with some great movement in it. The wall tile and the tub backsplash have this glossy look, so it's just reflecting a lot of light. You have a tray ceiling which really opens up the space, and then you have this massive walk-in shower that we'll get to in a second. Now we do have some dark cabinets, which I do think provide a good contrast in this bathroom because everything else is very light and bright. But I don't think anything else matters like this walk-in shower because it is huge. And I love that they put the tile all the way up to the ceiling, and they have this big window in the middle of the shower so it opens to the rest of the bathroom. Now, normally I would walk all the way through this walk-in shower to the other side and show you that there is a second door, but I think you could see it there, and I want to be respectful to the homeowners that are still actually living in the property. But kudos to them, they picked fantastic upgrades, and they still have a lot of space in these different areas, like right here in the primary closet. Good amount of space. What you're seeing is what most builders typically provide in closets, like a bunch of shelves and rods. Obviously, if you want to do more of a build out there, there's plenty of third-party companies that can do that for you after you close on the home. Getting back into the bathroom, if you didn't see the two doors, I just had to show it to you from this angle. I love how that tub becomes a little bit more the focal point, and all that tile running up to the ceiling just makes things feel so much more light and bright in that bathroom. Heading outside of the primary bedroom, we have a second bedroom down. We actually have 4 bedrooms downstairs when you include the Casita that we'll see at the end of the video. This is going to be one of the bedrooms down, even though it doesn't look the part. They're using this as a study. And I think this is actually a great area to have a study since it's separated from the rest of the main living area, so you get some good privacy in here. You also have an in-suite full bathroom, so you could easily change this into a bedroom area. In fact, I have a client who's expecting their first child and they wanted a room close by that was away from their bedroom but still close enough where you don't have to keep running throughout the home, but at least you get some separation so you can get some sleep and maintain your sanity as new parents. And I think this was one of the plans that I was thinking of because you have that bedroom right off of the primary bedroom, and then I love how when you exit that area you catch the hillside in the back and that view right through the sliding glass doors. And I think you'll actually see that throughout the home. As you exit a lot of these rooms, you catch views in so many different areas. Now, covering the rest of the first floor on this side, I like how they have a nook area that's perfect for a desk, as the sellers are showing there. We do have a 2-car garage, And the sellers were telling me that you can operate that garage from an app, and there are a lot of lights in the home that you can also operate from an app. So that's something I'm sure the selling agent can fill us in on if you need details on it. And then on this side, we have the utility room right next to that 2-car garage. We do have plumbing for a sink, and I should say an actual sink there. I think I'm so accustomed to talking about pre-plumbing because I have so many clients building their home from scratch. But that is an actual sink, as you saw there. And while I'm heading through the home, one thing I want to show you is when I have a lot of natural light coming in from the windows, my camera tends to whitewash those windows, but I always try to focus in and expose them properly so you can see my viewpoint when just walking throughout the home. Like, you catch that hillside that's way out there, well beyond the backyard, all the way in the back of the neighborhood. It's amazing just catching a glimpse of that just walking throughout the home. It really gives you an idea of the views that are possible here in Travisso. Now, this is going to be one of the structural upgrades that the sellers did when building this home. This would normally be a study area, but they upgraded it to a bedroom. It does look out to the front courtyard, and then it upgrades this bathroom to be a full bathroom. So this would normally be a powder bathroom, but they upgraded it to include a walk-in shower. Okay, we're gonna head upstairs next, and I'm gonna show you in detail the game room, which is massive. We're of course gonna go out on that second floor balcony, and then wait until you see the drone shot that I have going over this home, looking at the lots that are here in the community of Travisso. Now that's what I wanted to talk about while we head up there. We are in a community called Travisso. It's located in a fast-growing suburb called Leander, Texas. Leander, Texas is along the northwest corridor of Austin, and it is so fast growing because of a lot of the tech companies that have come to the north and northwest corridor of Austin. The best example of that is going to be Apple. So Apple back in 2019 announced that they were building their second headquarters here in Austin, but instead of building downtown, they built around 15 miles northwest of downtown. So when you look at this area in a map, like look up this specific home, you'll see we're around 28 to 30 miles from downtown Austin. But to that new Apple campus, we're around 15 miles from this home. And right next door to that Apple campus is an office space that currently has eBay, PayPal, and other companies that are around that area. And there's a list that I could certainly rattle off, but I think you get the point. There's a lot of growth happening along that north and northwest corridor of Austin. Now, people continue to come here for jobs, but I think they also come here to experience beauty like this. And I get so many people that call me from Seattle or California or the northeast part of the United States where they're around topography. They don't want to lose that greenery, but they want to be in a more livable place. They want 0% state income tax. They want lower cost of living. They want opportunities that are in their industry, and they want to be in a growing area. And that continues to be Austin because, as you see here, you have amazing beauty, and to be 15 miles from one of the largest companies in the world that's building their second headquarters, even if you're not in tech, to be a part of that growth is a tremendous opportunity. Another opportunity is buying homes like this as your vacation home. So many people reach out to me saying they want a vacation home in Austin, but they don't want to spend the money, and even if they do, they don't realize the headache of dealing with maintenance and figuring out what to do with the home when you're not there, especially with short-term rental bans increasing every year. But I have a solution. There is a company that offers a fractional share of luxury homes. And I'm not talking about timeshares or renting. I'm talking about actual ownership. So instead of paying millions of dollars for a vacation home, you can pay a few $100,000s to access a luxury home when you want, and you don't have to deal with the headaches that come with second home ownership. Now, if you want more details on this, reach out to me, and I'll also post a link in the description of this video so you can see some of the vacation homes you can access for very little. It'll be next to want a share of a vacation home, so check that out in the description of this video. Now, we're in one of the 2 bedrooms upstairs, and like I mentioned earlier, even the spare bedrooms have views, which is just incredible. They also have in-suite full bathrooms, with this bathroom being accessible from the hallway as well as the bedroom that we just walked. And then while we go through the next bedroom that also has an in-suite full bathroom, I did want to clarify something I said earlier in the video, which is you shouldn't always work with me as a realtor. Now, I say that in a lot of my videos because I think it's so important, especially when you're looking at new homes. to work with somebody who can be a guide for you when you're looking at various builders, when you're comparing new construction to resales. And the simple reason why is I think there's a lot of misinformation out there. I cringe as a realtor when I hear people tell me that another realtor or somebody else told them that if you build from scratch, it's all these different negative things that I know are false because I've represented buyers with 19 different builders just in the last 2 years. And so I've done a ton of new construction. I've also represented buyers with a lot of resale homes, and I understand the differences between the two. And often I find there's a lot of misinformation pushed out about builders simply because people don't want to go through that work of building from scratch and going along the ride with a client for 8 to 14 months while the home's getting built out. And that's why a lot of resales then tend to get pushed, because it's a 30-day turnaround and it tends to be a lot easier for people that are in the real estate industry. So that's just something that I've seen, and I'm bringing all this up because I'm not afraid of doing that work. I've done a ton of new construction. A lot of my clients built from scratch. Some of them have bought resale. Some of them have bought inventory homes built by builders. Either way, if you reach out to me, I'll be straightforward and honest with you on what I think your best options are. And your best options are going to be based on your criteria. Now, if your criteria for your home search doesn't match what I cater to, I'll connect you with one of my realtor partners who has more experience in the area that you're interested in. So if you reach out to me, regardless, I'll be straightforward and honest with you on what your best path is to get into this market. Now, moving on with the home, we're back at that front courtyard where they have a ping pong table. I love how they have a couple chairs just to hang out here. And then this is going to be a good look at the Casita. I thought this was such a great upgrade to have because it's such a unique touch to the home, and there's so much flexibility that you have in this room. As you'll see here, they have a desk to the right, so this is a perfect work from home situation where if you like peace and quiet, you don't want to be in the home, or if you are somebody who works from home and then if you see dishes in your sink, all of a sudden you're doing dishes and you're cleaning, then you're doing laundry. It's nice to just be in a separate area away from your home so you don't have to look at all the work that's needed inside your home. And I think that's where a Casita is really important if you're looking to work from home. And then I've also had people that just need like a design studio, or they have a podcast room, or I had even somebody who was a sculptor and they needed a Casita to do sculptures and other pieces of artwork. So I think there are so many different uses that you can have in this Casita, and I thought it was a great unique touch for this home. Now, before I get to the drone shot where I'm going to show you the lots that are available in this community, I just had to show you right when you exit the gate to that courtyard, you get this amazing view right off your front yard. And that's what's possible here in this community called Travisso. Now, I didn't mention it earlier. I love the stucco look that's on the front elevation of this home. And then that same view that you saw on the second floor balcony is the same view I'm going to show you first. But I'm going to swing it around because you're going to see in the back of the neighborhood, they have a new section of lots that are available and homes that are under construction, which I think you can see pretty apparently in the back there. Now, they also have a second amenity center that's planned for that section. I believe the whole community can go to either of these amenity centers. And as you can tell, the community is really designed for forever homes, meaning people buy here and they stay long term. And I just had a closing in this neighborhood. I actually have a client under contract in that new section that's going to be closing in a few months. And so I've experienced a lot of the new construction here. I've also had clients move into this community and they always tell me the same thing. It's just very lively, very active, and just beautiful. And I think you're seeing that here with this drone shot. Now, I did want to give one more shout out to the listing agent, Pam Marney at Compass Realty. I really appreciate Pam allowing us to put this beautiful home on my channel. And then I did want to hear from you in the comments. What was your favorite part of this home? My favorite had to be the second floor balcony. That was just absolutely incredible. And if you can't get enough of these walkthroughs and you want to see an amazing custom home walkthrough that's in a community with great hills as well, then click on the thumbnail that's appeared on your screen. And as always, hope this helps. Take care, everyone.